Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you right now on the Shattered Temple. These guys are supposed to be using MLG's version, but you know what? Blizzard's version is almost identical. The only difference is that it does not have the supply depot down here on the low ground. So, too bad, but it is going to be WOWuSUCK taking on Hoffman. Kind of an interesting name there. I don't know how people come, how you can feel super comfortable having a name like that, but I guess whatever. I guess it's like instant BM. As soon as you enter the match, it's like boom, right in your face. Wow, you suck. But he is taking on Hoffman. Hoffman going to be spawning as our red Protoss player. He is down here at the 6 o'clock position. Up here at the 12 o'clock, we do find WOWuSUCK. He is spawning as Blue Zerg. I hope that he does not suck as bad as his name may indicate there. They're going to be in cross positions here. We do have an early scout here from Hoffman. Well, not super early. He did get it down right after his pylon. Notice the positioning of this pylon. Looks like he is going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand. A nice looking one at that. Let's see how that's going to go for him. He is going to be cruising towards his opponent's base momentarily. Checking the wrong position first. Nice scouting, though. It looks like he knows exactly what to do with scouting. Checking those mineral patches. And then backing out, but obviously there's no creep here either, so pretty smart, what can I say? But he's going to finally find his opponent's base. In the meantime, WOWuSUCK going to be sending out a drone towards his opponent's base. We do have a forge going down for Hoffman in fairly decent time. Back at the units tab, we see even economies thus far. It looks like Hoffman may go for some shenanigans here during. We'll see if he's going to go ahead and cannon at this natural. We'll see if he's going to get in position. It looks like he is going to set himself in position for that. So it is definitely a possibility. Back here at his natural, however, he is still just about to finish that forge up. And we're going to see, I assume, I don't know. Yeah, cannon first. Okay, cannon first. That makes sense. Cannon first. He's going to go ahead and block this off with his probe, just in case any early lings are headed his way. Of course, his scouting does indicate that none are. So he should be safe here for just a little while. He did see this probe come into his base. Notice that he is going to be chasing off this drone. Did find him. Doesn't want any proxy hatcheries or anything like that in his main. Those can be super annoying. Looks like the Nexus going down here in fairly decent time for Hoffman. Putting down another pylon here. Does lose that drone. Hoffman falling victim to the photon cannon. Looks like Hoffman just going to be holding this tower with his forward probe. He's not going to go for any cannon rushing or anything like that. Of course, WOWuSUCK not going for an early hatchery either. He did get out his spawning pool. Notice that he did grab his metabolic speed boost. He cut production at the extractor right at 0. So great control from WOWuSUCK. Clearly does not suck. So hopefully he will be doing a little bit better than his name. Another photon cannon going down here for Hoffman. It's okay position there. I don't know. I don't like putting them in the mineral line, or like between the Vespene gas and my Nexus, just because I like my gas to be super efficient. I would rather put it in like this position here or this position here, because then it doesn't really stall mining at the minerals at all. Or maybe just a little bit on 1 or 2 patches, but that doesn't bother me. So as much as if I stall mining on my gas, that tends to bother me a little bit. But we do have a probe transfer here. These guys can be cruising down here. Looks like this gateway is complete. No cybercore quite yet. I would assume one is going to be on the way here momentarily. Yep, there it goes. Up on the high ground. Nice little SimCity build here from Hoffman. It's not really a SimCity build, but definitely an interesting setup. I like it. The Lings did cruise out across the map. They did see this probe. He chased the probe down. Looks like Hoffman trying to gather a little bit more intel. Does see that hatchery going down there, and then the Zerglings here are going to cruise back out across this map. Not going to be able to get tons done. There are 2 photon cannons here in great position to defend this base. Appears to be pretty good stuff. But here come 3 Speedlings nonetheless. Nice control from WOWuSUCK. He is going to be backing out there immediately. Back here at his natural, he does have his hatchery up and running. A little bit of a drone transfer there. Units tab going to show 27 drones to 29 probes. Looks pretty solid. And Hoffman starting production on, guess what? It is going to be a Stargate. Stargate play incoming from Hoffman. Press 1 if you love Stargates. I'll press 1. Might as well. I'll press 1. I like press 1. I like Stargate play. Stargate play is pretty fun. Actually, you know what? I prefer Stargate play versus Terran these days quite a bit. Niter actually showed me a build. Oh, by the way, if you guys need training, Niter still does offer training. He doesn't do tons and tons of it, so if you can get him, it's definitely worth your while. It's fairly cheap. I think he's only charging $15 or $20 an hour. But check him out at cvgniter.com. And phenomenal stuff from that guy. And another thing to do is just check out his new clan, or I guess team website. That is Convergence Gaming. No. Yeah, is he CVG? I can't remember. He keeps joining different teams. Or did he go Revoke? I can't remember. Yikes. I'll check here momentarily. I'll check for you guys, but I'll give you guys the correct links and such too. So that'll be good. Hoffman here going to be working on some Void Rays. Going to be tossing down a couple more gates here. Seems to be in fairly decent shape. Economically, he's doing very well. Looks like WOWuSUCK starting to catch up there economically. He did put down this hatchery at the gold. He's going to go ahead and start mining some gold there, but this is going to turn into his macro hatch while he's busting these rocks down. Here comes some lings, I assume, to start helping out there. No, maybe not. Maybe not. WOWuSUCK keeping his overlord here in good position. He's trying to check for movement out of this base, but we're starting to build up Void Ray numbers. Actually, just one Void Ray and a Phoenix. Going to be cruising out across the map while Hoffman is just basically droning up hard to the core at this point. He does have one queen out for AA here at the main, one queen out at the natural, and no AA here at this position. So it looks like these guys, if they keep cruising out across the map, they should be in decent position to get some damage done. Let's see if any... Oh yeah, we're getting some more AA. We got spore crawlers going down. It is going to be several of them. 3 of them up here at the main, in fact. And 2 down here at the natural. They're spread out a little more than I'm super comfortable with, but that's alright. Looks like he should be okay. Looks like this queen going to go down here in just a moment. Maybe. This one's going to have to get picked up. He doesn't have enough energy, though. There we go. Oh, focus down the queen! Focus the queen! What are you doing, Void Ray? Void Ray, Hoffman! Oh my goodness. Focus the queen, you would have been set to go. That's okay. He does indeed lose that queen. WOWuSUCK holding on to his gold here. Going to be a big play. Notice he's going to be working on these backdoor rocks towards his opponent's third, which there is none quite yet. But Hoffman gearing up for a potential attack here, I would assume. He's got a fair amount of units here. He's going to be setting up some forward pylons to keep some warp ins coming. Cruising out here. He's got a definite supply advantage right now. Looks like he's going to at least try and deny this third, or the gold expand here from WOWuSUCK, which I think is going to be a really smart play. Queen going to go down there almost instantaneously. Spore Crawler's not going to last very long. Roach is not getting into the fight here. And these Zealots back here at the back are going to have a heyday taking out drones. These drones not going to make it to the bank today. Wow, that's a lot of Zealots. These Phoenix could get into the fight just a little bit more, I think, but a couple more warp-ins here for Hoffman are going to be super effective. Looks like this hatchery is indeed going to go down. Excuse me, and Hoffman should be able to push this attack just fine. Good number of roaches here now for WOWuSUCK. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on here, but these guys in the back not getting into the fight, and that's letting these roaches focus down some of these Zealots first. So a little bit of misclick there from Hoffman, really making a big difference. See, he's sitting there focusing down larvae. It takes so stupid long to kill larvae. You got to keep control of your army in those scenarios, and now a bunch of roaches here for defense should be exactly what WOWuSUCK needs. And indeed he is going to be in great position, I think, moving forward here. Looks like Hoffman working on his upgrades here. He's got that plus his armor out on the way. He's already got +1 complete. Going to be working on these rocks here at the back door. Notice these rocks still are in place. Looks like WOWuSUCK was not able to take those guys down. But the nice thing here for Hoffman is he did deny that gold expand. That was a really smart play there. WOWuSUCK has not taken down these destructible rocks quite yet. And, yeah. So he's going to be on 2 base here for just a little bit. Hoffman building up some forces. He did grab a Void Ray. The Void Ray going to be super effective as long as he can keep it away and microed correctly from, you know, these AA units. Got these Spore Crawlers and Queens back here. I'm still a little bit angry, I guess, in many respects, you know, as to why he was able or willing to let that guy not focus down the Queen here. That really bothered me. Losing that Void Ray was definitely a mistake. Looks like Hoffman trying to take down some backdoor rocks. Where is he going with these guys? Do not lose your Void Ray. Keep control of your units. Looks like Hoffman does need to do a little bit better job keeping control of those units. Notice he is going to be securing his third, though. This is really going to put him ahead. Units lost going to show that he is ahead in this regard as well. Not by tons here. I mean, it's not like WOWuSUCK has lost an inordinate amount of units. But he is going to start getting behind there. Units tab shows 38 drones to 69 probes. So WOWuSUCK kind of going for a 2-base all-in here in many regards. Feels like he's behind and going to try for a super big push. Looks like Hoffman gearing up to take down these backdoor rocks. Going to go down there pretty quickly. Void Ray's getting charged up, released pretty close. WOWuSUCK just playing very defensively. Notice that he's going to retake his gold, give that a solid try. Pylons going up here on the high ground for Hoffman. He's starting to get a pretty decent sized army out. He's got +1/+1 complete. Going to be pretty effective. Oh, these units. Good grief. Goodness, Hoffman. Nice split there, though. Great force fielding. Going to keep these guys stuck up on the high ground. They are definitely going to go down. That was perfect split there. Taking down quite a few. Good force fielding is going to keep the rest of these guys on the low ground and unable to attack. That's exactly what you want. Great control so far from Hoffman, except for he did lose a couple of units early on in that engagement. But WOWuSUCK here with a good deal of infestors. He should be okay defensively here for just a little while. Hoffman securing that third. It is up and running. He's got a big probe transfer headed that way. Looks like these guys, what do we got here? Roaches cruising out across the map. They're going to run into a little problem. Hoffman got to keep control of these units. Where are these guys going? Here comes your main engagement. Hoffman going to be cruising in with these forces. He's got kind of a flank here in many regards, but that's a lot of roaches. That blink micro going to come in super handy, but it does not appear to be quite enough. He's got to work on that blink micro just a little bit more so that he can blink those individual stalkers instead of big groups at once like that. That is tough. I mean, it requires a lot of micro. You've got to really, really be on top of it. But all in all, I think this was still a great engagement for him. It did buy him time to get his third base up and running in phenomenal style. He is going to be transitioning into some robotics play. Notice that he does have Thermal Lance as well. Some Colossus coming out on the field here momentarily. He's already got one out right now. Got to get the rest of these gateways set up as warp gates. The Chrono's going down here on this robotics. Should be solid. Got a couple stalkers and such floating around here. Going to take some extra damage. But WOWuSUCK now really starting to feel the pressure. His main about to be mined out. He does not have a third base. He's got to retake one like immediately. And if not, GGs are definitely a possibility for this guy. So he is retaking his gold. I think this is a smart move. He's got to do something to get aggressive here. But notice that we are going to have some DTs cruising in here. Definitely going to be able to deny this one. This guy not going to last very long. Oh my goodness, he does make it in there somehow. There is plenty of detection in here, though. Is he going to be able to take this queen down soon enough? Yes, he is. He does have that +2 attack. This DT going to keep track of this gold base. Here comes the cavalry while this DT is racking up kills. And down he goes, but he did pick up 7 kills, one of which was a queen. The rest were harvesters. Beautiful play there. Unit tab going to show that takes WOWuSUCK down to 26 drones. Looks like Hoffman going to gear up for his gold expansion here. He's got a couple Colossus out on the field. Needs to be grabbing a couple more. There's one right there. And some more warp-ins. Nice looking army here. He's got good upgrades on these units. He's got 84 probes, however, out on the field. Needs to stop probe production. Going to go ahead and grab an Archon here. It appears Not a bad little play. There's another Colossus joining the fight. And WOWuSUCK retaking this gold. He knows he's got to get this guy down. Up and running ASAP. His mineral fields here at the main just about gone. The only base that really is mining is this one right here, and it is relatively low. I mean, it's not super saturated. So, I mean, he needs to start droning up, needs to grab this gold in a very big way, and maybe go for, I don't know, some Nidus play or something like that, but he's got to do something kind of... he can't just be passive here, I guess is my point. He can't just sit back and wait for his Protoss opponent to come in and stomp his brains out, because that's exactly what's going to happen. If you wait for your Protoss opponent on this kind of economy to get this many upgrades out, which he's grabbing weapons level 3 right now. Storm as well, he's getting a bunch of these high temps in, looks like. And so, I mean, he's going to have a very, very strong push headed his opponent's way here momentarily. Gold Expand is now up and running. We do have a pretty solid probe transfer there. And Hoffman now completely maxed out. Got a good bunch of Stalkers here. 4 Colossus in the mix. 1 high temp. Looks like he's going to be getting just a little extra energy here for just about a while. Going to see some potential storms. Good bunch of Zealots in here as well. He did not grab Charge. I would like to see him go ahead and grab Charge. As much upgrading as he's doing and minerals that he's floating, he can go ahead and grab Charge here. But +3, when that completes, that's going to be super effective. Looks like he doesn't feel like waiting. However, he is going to go ahead. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he is going to wait. Perhaps he is. Perhaps he is. Ah, it was the Infestors going to bring him back. Those guys not going to last very long. Photon Cannon is going to be going down here. Looks like we did pick up a couple worker kills there. That was a nice play from WOWuSUCK, picking up to 21 probe kills there, and I think he killed some earlier. But all in all, that's pretty good attack there. That's really going to make a difference for him. Got to stay aggressive. Got to try and hurt his opponent's economy while he's getting up on this gold base. He's got a couple workers here going ahead and mining there. Uh-oh, a little bit of lag. Looks like he should be okay. But Hoffman now in kind of a great position. He can just add more units to his army because he's got pretty strong economy even without those probes that he did lose. It did take him down to 72, but you know what? That's plenty. Plenty at this point for a Protoss player, but he is going to be cruising in here. Archon getting right up in these guys' face. +2 damage on these guys is ridiculous. Look at that. Storm going down, and so does the Archon. Looks like Hoffman should be able to engage here fairly well, but he's not going in quite yet. Looks like he's waiting for just a couple reinforcements. It is going to be a bunch of high temps. Nice. Nicely played thus far from Hoffman. So he's taking another base here. He's definitely playing it safe. And I mean, I can't blame him for this. It is a best-of-1 tournament match. Don't want to make any mistakes. He is going to go ahead and gear up for another base. But waiting for a maxed-out army is always a good idea as Protoss in a 1v, in a best-of-1 type of scenario. So Corruptor Seer out on the field, not going to make it. Not going to make it quite happen there. Good storms going down here. Going to be obliterating this army. Look at that. Feedback's going down on the Infestors. Nice play. Great control from Hoffman. I'll tell you what, man. That guy has got pretty dang good micro. I mean, obviously there's some mistakes that he made early in this game, but all in all, man, this has been really, really nice play here from Hoffman. He's going to be pushing forward with this force. He's going to go ahead and leave this gold. It doesn't really matter at this point. The tech structures is what he wants at this point. And WOWuSUCK says, I knew toss is a good race. There's the GG from WOWuSUCK. He does not suck, though. I'll tell you what, man. That guy's a good player. However, he did lose this game. He will not be moving on to the tournament, so grats to Hoffman. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. We'll see you guys in our next game.